Hello and welcome back to part 3 of our Genghis Khan SOVL run. Still running around with our obscene number of cavalry, but hey, it's good for us. We just need to stretch the units again. Yeah, that's fine. Nice and tight for the light cav, nice and long for the heavy cav. Not really much discretion as to how we progress. It's through the elite battle, random event, an extra battle, and then we rest, and then it'll be the Act 2 boss. Ooh, interesting. It's a heavy cavalry versus heavy cavalry battle. This army is almost entirely cavalry such as ours. Okay, you can fly over terrain to hit whatever you want. I'll send a heavy cavalry on the flanks. It's convenient to charge things. And these can come through the middle, give or take. Cavalry they have a monster kind of to match up with our one. In terms of shooting, the only shooting they have is the sorcerer throwing out shadow bolts and fireballs. It's not a huge amount we can do about that, so we'll just let them. Yeah, I think I can probably shoot that archdevil to death before I have to deal with it. In fact, if I was going to do that, the correct play would be to weaken it with Hex of Ruin, making it defense 3, and then I could really tear it apart. I'd like other things to move there. Could Imperial Knights defeat Abyssal Knights? I think so, but only on the charge turn. After that, things get difficult for us. Let's just... we'll come over here first and start chipping away. The Devil Spawn specifically. We don't want to shoot into Abyssal Knights as they're Defense 5 Abyssal Armor. Functions exactly the same as Masterwork Armor on the Deep Guard. +1 to their save, so they'd get a 2+ armor save. We would never get through them. Yeah, I can probably flank this unit, in which case, with the charge and curse standard active, I think I could do enough damage on the one turn to actually get through. That requires seeing where they go first. The more of the enemy move, the more I can see what they're intending to do, the easier this gets. Sadly, we are the same movement, so it's not as though I can counteract them. Really hoping one of these would move. Right. Okay, should we just do it now? So we're new. Come over here. Hide in the woods. Charge whatever you want to charge. Maybe come over there and hit them in the side. Not without being caught by that annoying unit of knights, so that's pointless. Just wait here. Okay, good. These units are starting to move, which means we can outposition them. I can't quite get to a rear charge, so I think we'll have to take the... Yeah, it's going to wind up being a flank regardless, so we'll just wait here. Okay. Now who does... Becomes an interesting question of as to who that charges. How brave are we feeling? This is stuck, so we can disregard that. It's purely a question of if we can get through this with all of our shots in one turn. And I think so. Oh yeah, amazing hits. Dead in one volley. Didn't even need the second one. Cool. Well, that leaves this unit free. We can ignore this as it's going to get flanked in a moment anyway. We're very unlikely to do any damage to this unit, but any damage we can do is great as it reduces their attack output. So just for a turn, I'll take the miserable shot and try and force them to roll some ones. I could even charge them in theory. Or I think it's better just to flee whatever they attempt to charge. Okay, so they're after my big brick. That's annoying. I can intercept them here. I could charge them with both, and that will probably break them. Yes, I think that's worth a go. Defeat them this turn. That leaves these two units to shoot this, and I can use the Griffin to fly around and flank probably the big brick. Okay. Let me stop hitting my light cav. Getting a little bit lucky, we're not taking any wounds here, which I appreciate. Absolutely curse standard right now. Okay, so what's going to happen is they're going to charge this and I'll flee, and they'll likely charge this and I'll flee, so I don't have to engage them in any further combat. Slightly difficult to get a shot here, so I simply have to walk forward and turn around. That'll do. Largely wasted DPS. We can't really hurt this unit, but we'll make do. This one will come around here. We'll hopefully get a short range shot on this unit. Yes. And you. Fly over yonder. Intercept this if I want to. I'll save Hex of Ruin for when I charge this to try and do as much damage as quickly as possible. Pause, but re-rolling. A couple more hits, and then it's 3, sadly, because of their Abyssal Armor. But we do get some nice damage through. That may be enough to break them. It is good. If not, we would be stuck here in a true wet noodle battle and never get through them. Ouch. Oh, I didn't expect to lose 2. Or maybe 1. Or if they... Well, if they hold, I'm actually going to be in a lot of trouble as I get charged by everything. Okay, well, you're going to hold that in place first. And this unit's going to flee. What to do? If I rally first, I can see if this unit's come back or if I have to bother with them again. Recharge this and hit them one more time. These units, or shoot this or shoot this, what do you think? Probably that one. We can actually hurt the Devil Spawn, so considerably more useful. 2 left, yeah. Okay, now we can easily... Now their unit has conveniently shrunk, we can get around them easier. And this one I may be able to finish them this turn with a bit of wiggling. Right. Do we want to Furious Charge or Hex of Ruin? Well, given that they're defense 5, I won't quite be power... I'll be power 6 and 7 respectively, so they get a 5 up save, but it will improve to 4 up due to Abyssal Armor. So if I reduce their defense by 2... Ah, no, careful. I think all of my attacks go into the character. I think for the first turn, we're still better off re-rolling attacks, and then for the second turn, when I lose all of my power due to not charging, I then use Hex of Ruin. Yeah, you get a lot more hits on average. Yeah, the character's dead already. Break as well. Surprisingly easy. Could charge this, but why? Just form the shooting circle and annihilate them. Pow, 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 pow. No damage. Oh yeah. Try again. You will roll ones eventually, curse you. Two hits. Exceptional. Amazing. Fantastic. Yeah, as there will be no further combats, we may as well Hex of Ruin this unit. One way to counteract that pesky Abyssal Armor. Just turn their armor off. And then they still survive. Apparently we are playing another turn. Fine. See if we can gun the last 1.5 knights down. Start. We're a third of the way there. And done. Excellent. Grab the spare and we're out of here. Cavalry superiority confirmed. That happened once in history. The more learned of our viewership can let us know in the comments, but I think there was an attempt by one of the European kingdoms to stop the Mongols with heavy cavalry. It didn't go great. The light cav have levelled. Ignore 20s. I think, honestly, of all of these, I'm not concerned about money anymore. I'll take the ignore penalties. The ability to move through freely is quite nice. Light cav, just more of them for more shooting. Yeah. This is full HP. 7 or 8 is perfectly good enough, and I think 7 to 8 is also good enough. We could get considerably more here, so it makes more sense to take these. There's still one more fight before the shop and campsite before the boss, I think. So we can do get a light cav up to 10. This unit up to, yeah, let's just do this. I'm not desperate for gold here. Okay, no, that's obviously silly. You should stretch it like that's better. Go out as far as they can. Good, we have a large number of extra wounds at the back there now. Someone recommended, I forgot a while ago, but the Griffin can be renamed. Stormwing's not exactly very thematic, so... Yeah, it's Throat Singer. That's the Mongolian, you know, that, if you look them up on YouTube, their fancy singing thing. Mercenary Commander, Dwarf Engineer on a Flying Machine. No. Not very cavalry-esque, if you ask me. Now, rats. So the exact opposite of the force we just fought. We went from low numbers of elite infantry or cavalry to masses of rubbish. And you can fly, so hop over the middle. Put the heavy cavalry on the sides, and then these in there. Really want the extra skill on these units. That would be super beneficial. Currently I'm making do with just this one. It's a big monster. Their shooting is limited to close range flamethrowers, so not too worrying. So really all we're concerned with is this. Like there's very little those flamers are ever going to get to do. I'm honestly content just to stand here and ignore them. I might do it, yep. One down. So the Skulkers would be next. Now inch forward. I don't want to charge Skulkers head on. They have a large number of attacks. I would do some annoying chip damage. But also great targets for shooting with their measly defense too. I'd love to stall out and wait for this to come forward. It will try running forward, in which case I think I'll Hex of Ruin it. And what I could do is then charge over the wall and just hit those flamers. The impassable terrain is no impediment to a flying unit. We just hop right over. Trying to leave it to the very last, but that's not going to save them. Forward. Still not in range, apparently. There we go. Most of its wounds gone. If I can avoid combat with it for one turn, I'll be able to kill it. Not desperate to engage a Ratkin monstrosity in a punch-up. Be power 6, defense 6 with 6 attacks, re-rolling attacks due to frenzy. Bit of a headache. In fact, I'm going to do this immediately. No, nothing shooting coming our way, so we can ignore it. If you want to turn around and shoot it. Ideally, that unit will move first, so let's do this. This will be dead and gone, so we can disregard it. The rats are going to gift us short-range shots, I'm not going to argue. I come, trying to block the line of sight, valiantly protecting their monstrosity. It was a good attempt. Might as well take the short range one. They stopped rolling above average. That would be the unit dead now. I don't want to fight any of these head on, so let's just waste time. Start escaping this way. We could win, but why sustain the unnecessary casualties? Throat Singer loves the taste of rat, apparently. shouldn't need those throat singing. You don't know where they've been. No charges. You could charge the one skulker, but why? They're after me now. They'll probably lock on to you, in which case what I can do... Shoot, no, don't. That's a waste of damage output. Let's come this way. Use their long-range shot to pick this one off, thereby guaranteeing these are free to shoot something else. And then when this unit turns to try and engage me, I'll flank them with these knights. Doesn't matter at all. I would have preferred either of these two units move to see what I'm doing, but I'll have to wait for a bit. Come up here. Continue to draw their attention. There we go. Interesting. They actually ignored them and went for the heavy cav. I don't think that matters, really. Unless it's the case I can't actually fit here. Seems possible. There we go. What do you think? One more turn to get through that? And then here, if they're going to give me an avenue of escape... I can't. Slow. Why are you so slow, heavy cavalry? Move, please. Might end up pinned in the corner here. Piece of cake. Now, are we going to get pushed off the terrain into their charge radius? No, there was enough separation. Am I safe? Three attacks a pop. Trying and failing to catch these units. Spoiler alert, you can't. Shimmy shimmy. Oh, cruel motivation. The chieftain hacks the head off one of the conscripts in exchange for +2 movement, doesn't matter, and reroll attacks, which is nice, but they're not exactly going to get a lot, so it won't make much of a difference. This unit, of course, has also just chosen to be flanked and killed, for reasons unclear. Shall not argue. I should simply accept the generous gift. Now, yeah, the chieftain does nothing. 3's re-rolling, gets 19 of 21 hits. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. They would get 1 hit, which turned into 3, but I keep the knight. -8 on 2 dice. No problem at all. Not doing much else. I could double charge them and kill them, but they'll lose anyway, so let's not. Bring around the rosies with these is more useful. Line up, point blank, aim, fire, and you kill 1 legionary. Yes, as it turns out, 6 times over. You. Conscripts with your name on it there. Ah, it's gone. Could have learned to like those conscripts. This exactly rocket surgery, is it? Reroll. And that's the unit. Oh, I did lose one. I had an inkling that would happen, but not too fast. I keep the overwhelming majority of the attacks. Few at the back is nice because you actually have some meaningful damage. 1 at the back is kind of just feels bad because you get almost nothing and double the unit size for very little in exchange. Been a bit friendly. Purely for morale depletion purposes. Fairly certain after I take this shot, as well as kill these 3, that'll be enough. It's almost a shame we have no ranged option for Genghis Khan here. Genghis ever actually participate in direct combat? Or is it always others doing the fighting for him? How would we tell? That historical record isn't that detailed. Frost and Night. Oh no! But then I go to the campsite in a second and automatically heal 2 for free, so be it full size. Can't. Do we want the extra skill now or the attack? I think we're at the point where the skill would be useful. We're not going to be hitting. Although in theory we can buy magic items to account for it. So there's a magic item which is +1 to hit, so it'll be 3s, and then there's a magic item that rerolls hits. So we should be consistent enough such that the extra attacks are probably better. Down here, extra skill, yes please. We like hitting things. Light cav, more of them, ignore the penalties. Oh, please just give me the skill, that's all I want. I'll have to make do. Do we want even more? Or ignore penalty? I think even more for the shots. And then this heavy cav, become fearless, not that interesting. Take it, they just have more of them for extra wounds at the back. So now at the campsite we'll get a round of healing for free and then a choice between experience or a second round of healing. So for those who are already going to heal to full, just take gold, so that's fine. You'll heal to full, that one will heal to full. And this is fine. These are the only 2 where the choice matters then. This one will become 10 of 11, which is honestly good enough, so we'll take the gold there, and this will become 8 of 11. We could become 10 of 11, which is pretty good. And it's not I'll do that because that's less gold to give up. It's only one of the little ones. Okay. Yep. So I'll go to this one so we can access the campsite. Yay, more knights. Excellent. Welcome in. And what do we want? We can get the extra skill immediately or unit size. Again, we can benefit from the unit size because we're about to go heal. So now's a good time to do it. And then even more unit size so we can just spam it and become massive immediately. Would have preferred to see Imperial Elites, but we'll make do. Okay, that leaves me with only 115. Cavalry, as it turns out, is quite expensive. And there's that reroll attacks. I think I need that in order to rely on Genghis Khan in combat, so I'll take that. Leaving us with 65. And then really it'll be upgrades for the knights that matter. There's a curse standard there, that's what I was hoping to see. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. That means the new ones will have to do without their lance and shield, but this is just considerably more of a damage increase. Everyone up. They're obviously full HP, so they just take the experience, the extra attack. Yeah, XP, XP, XP. And down here, the plan was to heal this one. And I think 10 of 11 is good enough, so we won't forfeit the experience point. Right, okay, so that's our army now for the Act 2 boss. It's going to get everyone stretched out correctly. There you go. There's, how much light cav? 10, 21, 29 light cav, and 29 heavy cav. Hey, it matches. How nice. Actually have an exactly equal number. Obviously, we've learned from the comments that the Mongols did employ heavy cavalry, but what do you think it was like in terms of ratio? Was there more or less light cav to heavy cav? The heavy cavalry, I believe, were nobles, so they're like the Keshi, so probably there was less of them than the lighter versions. No mind, it works for us. It looks very symmetrical. Silver host, hear the endless tramping underfoot. The horde is upon you. And the only headache with these bosses is that there is artillery hiding at the back we'll have to be scared of. So this is the bad one, has none of the upgrades. And then you are Kurstan and Imperial Elites, Kurstan and Imperial Elites. So both of these can do a lot of work now. That one's even got the extra skill. So probably I'll likely entrust the flank to the Keshi, because this is I usually end up actually using cavalry to fight on the flank. The ones in the middle really are just to distract things. So again, I'll put the stronger one over here to fight things over there, and then this one can stand in the middle. That. Yes, we are going to get shot by bolt throwers. There's little we can do to stop it. comes a dragon. So roll it. He throws a fireball, but he gets a random result of 1 to 6 and rolled a 1. So he did 1 wound. I'm happy to let them just do their shooting. We can't stop it this turn anyway. That chariot, I think I can instant kill by shooting it. Okay, and they've just force-fed those poor lancers to me. That was a terrible mistake on your part. Okay, who's in? Someone's going to get bolt thrower, so I may as well use these units now. I could reduce the defense of the chariot and thereby guarantee its death. But honestly, I think I'd kill it anyway. I don't even need to bother. Short range. Unless we get a very skewed result here. Yeah, it's already dead. The first unit killed it. Can I then escape the line of sight of that pesky bolt thrower? Oh, yes, actually. Well, this unit can. We'll see what happens with you. Next turn, I intend to hop him over there and kill it, so we don't have to worry about it any other turns. It's just this one that matters. Okay, I have an extra turn. That's nice. The only way to go to escape is this way. I'm not going to be able to shoot anything else, so I may as well do some damage here. Means nothing for the dice being rolled, but I suppose in theory if I kill a rank it reduces their discipline, so it would be worth it. So currently this bolt thrower can target either of these units, so I'd like to move them both to safety. And for this trap to be sprung, I need to first wait for this unit to move to pull it off. I would probably move this to here, use Hex of Ruin, and then kill it. What I can do, it hasn't moved. Sadly, it hasn't activated yet. If it had activated, I would hop there and then go over, but otherwise it will shoot me, which is a bit of a problem. I may have made an error here. I think you can just about angle those if it twists over. Ah, well. Should we just back off with this unit for a turn? I don't intend to fight here. We're well out of range of everything. They're now starting to use the artillery pieces, so this is the last turn to escape. That eagle will fly over and probably hit us. Just moved here. Ah, we can also be shot from across that way. Okay, I'm going to take some bolt thrower fire here. There's no two ways around it. Comes the eagle. Not really doing anything intimidating. What am I? I've got 5 units left apparently. Oh no, I can just pass a bunch. Flying machine. Cook a knight and a half. They have this. Only these 2 left as far as I can tell. Oh, and of course that annoying one that refuses to move. Right, there we go. Now I can see what it's doing. Now, frustratingly, moving this unit first means I get shot. I've got, what, 6... I have 5 wounds, so it's incredibly unlikely to kill me. I think I will do this intentionally, as I soak the damage, and unlike the knights, I don't lose any stats for losing some wounds on Throat Singer. Let's Hex of Ruin this now and then shoot it to death, or at least strip it down a bit. Well, I only have the 1 unit to shoot, so I don't think I can kill it. How would I handle this then? I could probably Hex of Ruin the eagle and kill that instead. Kind of hard to escape it at this point, actually. I will do this. If you get lucky and maybe you can pick it off. Here we go. Only 1 hit, so I take 2 wounds. Fine. It's better than losing a knight. We heal that back for free anyway. Can I get... I'd love to get up there and close range it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I could, and then I'm stuck definitely having to engage in combat in a second. Whatever, I might as well do some damage now. 10 hits and then 5s. It survived with 1 wound. Shame. But good attempt. I'm not going to be able to escape, so just stand here and deal with it. In fact, if I went really far forward, maybe I can try and flee and not get off the field. No, these units both have better range than me, so there's little point in trying. If either of them charge me, we'll kill them, so don't worry about it. We'll take some damage, but it's worth it. Oh yeah, you're still active back there. Right, this mess. I guess I could try declaring first to prevent them from charging me with other things. I could kill this and the eagle this turn and ignore the dragon. Just chip away with it with someone else. Yeah, I don't hate the idea, because I'll take less damage from these. This will intercept. And I might as well just kill this while I'm here. put a stop to those pesky bolt throwers. So these should be dead, even with no combat stats. It's only got 4 wounds. Yeah. Dragoned and wizarded. Divine Favour. Going from skill 4 to skill 5 is irrelevant when the enemy have skill 3. Do I use this now? I don't actually intend to fight these. Once they move forward, I'll flee. So yes, I'm going to use this just to make sure it's dead instantly. Same principle over here. These are actually quite tough, so they do warrant use of the ability. I should probably get out the way. What I'd like to do is see if I can kill this first, and then I can Hexa ruin this and not have to waste it on the dragon again. That's more than enough hits. You just need to roll a fail. Got it. I'll have you come up this way. If you could get out the way of the bolt thrower, that'd be amazing. Probably hide in the shadow of their own ally units to ruin their radius. Okay. Now I'll do this. Mere defense 3. Very easy to get through. Ah, okay. So once I do break this and kill it, I'm going to be recharged and have to flee off the field. That's the last bit of help we get from Genghis Khan. We are still in range, but because of the terrain hiding us, it doesn't matter. How did they catch us? Because we were just there. I think that's how they snagged a shot. Okay, this will be dead and gone. I have very little means of actually shooting back at that bolt thrower, though. It's kind of annoying. I could kill a quarter of the veterans unit instantly to vent my frustration. Okay, we didn't kill it, weirdly. We're now stuck in combat with it. This will go better. 21 of 22 hits. And then only defense 3, so horrendous casualties. That's all but 1 Lancer. Oh no. Here. Yeah, that's also dead. But nothing in exchange. We rather need this to go away, otherwise we're going to get hit in the back. Okay. We can flee to safety. Okay, I guess I could actually take that fight and win. They get what? We're both skill 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They get 12 attacks. They get 6 hits on average, and then I have a 3-up save. I take 2 wounds. I get 70. I don't have Curse Stand anymore. I think I can actually win. Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah, we're just going to have to run. If we're lucky, he'll run sideways and stay on the field, but can't control that. Probably goes straight that way and disappears. Yeah. I'd rather not just take a whole load of damage for nothing in exchange. I could try and rush up here and engage the bolt thrower. They haven't moved yet, though. It's kind of worrying. Back this unit off now. Okay, good. If I kill this, I can flee away from the warriors and not have to fight them. Someone's going to have to shoot that Lancer. And this unit nimbly squeeze its way through here. Yes, it can, in such a way that it can get to here and then charge the bolt thrower later and then start killing their backline. Probably don't want to go that far forward. I might accidentally get into range of the... I like to both shoot this, and then the only problem with this strategy is that they may turn around and hit me. But they are very slow, so I think I can get away with it. Dead, and then we swift. Oop, there you go. Does nothing. Okay, good. I thought it's going to go for a different target. I assumed it would, so I was happy to take the gamble. Am I going to stay on veteran duty? Firing to the unit that has masterwork armor over and over again would just be agony, so we're not going to do that. In exchange for that, we take 1 round of bolt thrower fire. Fine, you'll be killed for it in exchange. Just leaves this heavy cav who's on distract the immortal brick assignment. Wow, we did no damage. We actually lost to the eagle. It made 8 of 8 checks, and then we ran away. That is embarrassing. Over here, that's a bit better. Our hit roll is dismal, but we still win. Just enough to break them. There, no more artillery. Stay on this to get rid of it. You lose a fight to an eagle. The Mongol horde never had to deal with giant eagles flying around. Okay, once you kill that again, you're going to have to run away to escape that. The only thing they haven't moved is this and this. I think I can shoot and kill that. I don't actually have the spare turn to do so. If that fails, then I can just heavy cav it. Where are you going? I don't know. I can't angle it because of the terrain. Fine. The veteran shooting. Stay on your case. I'll let you catch me. Oh, it's actually still alive. Oh, please break. Okay, at least it's dead. Now I can run away and not take a bunch of unnecessary casualties. The spearmen have died, and they're going to run off the field. That will, I'm afraid, have you rewarded by being flame cannoned at least once. Suck it up. Try running away from it now. No, ideally what I really should do is recharge the warriors. It's a great opportunity to kill them. Can pull that off. I think either of these units could just about manage it. They'd have to go for the eagle. Fine. Here we go. Okay, it was a relatively kind inferno cannoning. So here we can see them, and it's definitely rear arc. Yeah. Eagle has chosen to die. I was hoping it would come towards me so I could shoot it. Far the most efficient way of dealing with one of those. Unit will never fight is on my case. There we are. Kind of see the ebbs and flows of the fight. I send in units as missiles, kill the crucial target I want dead, and then they get out positioned by something else, but we just leave so we don't care. Now they've gotten to the point where they have no crucial targets left. All their artillery's gone, all their fast stuff gone. So this will break and die, and then we charge that and we win. In case by some miracle it holds on, I'll put this unit up here. Damage. Ooh, they may hold. No. Charge this, and even if they rally, and then charge that again. Oh. After about 8 turns, we'll shoot the veterans to death. Could charge that immediately, but what I'll do, I'll wait to see how this goes and then surround them. Oh, they roll the only possible result that sees them not rally and leave. The warriors there making the best strategic play and getting the hell off the battlefield. A stroke of genius as it transpires. Still, I haven't seen an occasion where we get all hits for all hits. There's always one missing. The last thing, this will be shot to death, and we'll just wait for them to give up. Never deal with that immortal unit. Don't know what the thought process was behind making a unit have an infinite rerollable armor save. Basically like that one has divine protection that we could get from the campaign. Slightly worse because it doesn't get rerolls. We're outing this turn, so the battle's over. I'll just mercilessly attack them. To be cruel about it. But to deal with this, I would either surround it from both flanks and the rear with the heavy cavalry or shoot it to death slowly with the light cav. Either option is fine. And it wouldn't take that long. Subject to them rolling a disproportionate number of ones. Flat. Horses win, who would have thought? Change for the commander, who just is always at full HP, so don't worry about it, and 2 light cav, and then there's a couple. Interesting, the light cav took the worst of it. This light cav levels already has the skill, so we're just increasing size for that one. This light cav is leveled. Don't get their skill again, they just keep giving me rubbish. Looter, why? What do I care? HP ones take the gold. 4 of 5, I think, is fine. You could obviously use a few more numbers. Okay, all of these could heal and actually make use of the numbers, so yeah. I like having lots of cavalry. It's therapeutic just going to the army screen and seeing this. We're all aligned correctly, yes. Just need to get a couple more. If I can get these up to 12, that would be great, and I can get you to 12, that would be great. But that requires another level. Currently at max size, they're at 11, just enough to irritate me and be the wrong size, but no, that's a first world SOVL problem, having too many guys and not able to fill the slot at the end. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do consider liking and subscribing. And of course, does help out the channel and spread the videos around. It also helps SOVL out. It's one-man band developer, doesn't really have a marketing team, so the more we can share the videos and get people hooked, sink our hooks into the unsuspecting and have them addicted, the better. If you have any notes for SOVL runs you like to see, particular characters or builds that interest you, maybe the DLC factions just to see what they play like, or if you just want to chat with me in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much. Thank you for the support. I'll see you next time.